Welcome back to some more Road to the League. We have a couple of players that aren't happy with how we're playing, the formation, how we're playing, and the fact they're not getting a lot of game time, but they're going to have to wait because we are actually doing pretty good in the league right now. So where we are in the league, I think the last episode we left off maybe with this Brighton game. I'm not sure, but we'll go over the Brighton game first place. We took this one 3-2. A 90-second goal by Micah Cannon here ended up actually getting us in and actually winning us the game here. A lot of attacking by Brighton. We weren't able to deal with it last season. This season, we were able to deal with it. We did give up 2 goals in the second half, but that third one, we'll take that. Then we had MK Dons in the Carabao Cup. We dispatched them with a rotated side, or a decently rotated side. And that was a 2-0 win. Coming over to Burnley, this one was just a rough game. Now, we had opportunities this entire game to kind of get through and win it. 15 shots, 6 on target. We had time of possession. We just didn't have the chances to put back. Rodriguez got a knock in this game, so we ended up having to change it a little bit up top. Does it? I mean, we should have won this game. Especially with this, we should have been plopping it over their press and been able to take this one against Burnley. So kind of disappointed with that loss. So we took on Arsenal in the Carabao Cup. We lost this one 3-2. I didn't expect to win this one. I think last season when we took Arsenal on in the FA Cup, I think that was just a luck idea that we actually got through that. So I wasn't expecting a win here. So we're out of the Carabao Cup. Next one, Leeds United. We won that one 2-0. Kikana with 2 goals late in the second half. And in Chelsea, we came up big here. Okay, big. We won 4-3. This one was insanely good by the guys. I don't know why. They changed a little bit of those windows. We got heat maps now. I'll show you that. Last week we hadn't, but we weren't really looking at them. But Botticelli had 2 goals in this one off of set pieces. He did have 1 own goal, which we were able to do, but we were pretty good in this. Higgins with an assist. We came through a lot with the midfield and the outside wingers actually doing some good stuff. Zuniga with a goal here that was actually crossed from Karoga. So it was a good game across the board. Our XG was great. Our chances were good too. 19 shots, 10 on target. The possession was not that great, but they have really good quality to hold possession. So at the end of the day, I thought we played pretty well, and kind of the XG kind of shows that we were pretty much in command XG wise this game. Momentum, not as much, but we scored when we could, and it was a big win. That's a big win right there. Crystal Palace, we came to a 0-0 draw. I felt like we couldn't get anything going in this one. Vegas kept us in with an 8.7. We had the opportunities, but just could not score in this one by any means. Pretty balanced game by both sides. Then we took on Wolves. We beat them 2-0. That was pretty good with Rafinha back on defense. Buchanan coming with a goal as well. And then we took on Tottenham. And that was a 2-0 win as well. Jez with 2 goals in this one out of the midfield. And now we move to Everton, Newcastle, and Aston Villa for this episode. It's been great. It's been great right now. The club actually gave us one of the portions. Percentage transfer. I'm not sure. Here it is. It was back here. I'm not sure if we addressed that this coming time. It's buried in like transfer budget and another budget. I think I have to go one more. Here it is. So we're at 30% now. We were at 10%. We're up to 30%. So we're going to get some of that money back. We also have a couple of movements here in the squad in the first team. Tarnowski has agreed to go to Pogoń, which I believe is in Poland. So he's going home. Let's say 3.6 million transfer. I'm not sure if I can actually see in here what the deal is. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can actually see it. Puts for 3.6 million with that. We'll see ultimately what that caves into, but he is going to be here. It's a good sell. It's a good sell. We brought him in for a free when we were in the championship, loaned him out to Mainz over in the Bundesliga for 450k, and then get him some development through that. We played him a little bit at the Premier League, and he's going to go out for a good sale. So that's a pretty good bit. I want to kind of do that with a lot of the guys that come in the squad. I'm feeling pretty good with what we have there. We also have a couple players that are unhappy. Jose Antonio Hernandez here, not getting the game time that he wants. We're kind of getting him in and out, but we're better on the defense. He just doesn't have the speed at this point. Might look to sell him. We brought him in on a free from Spain, and this might be one where we do end up selling him. Played 38 games or 38 games last season at a 6.67. Right now, only played 2 games, but I feel like our defense is much more solid with him not on there, and that's a good bit. And then Michael May is making a bit of a fuss. Stoke City does want him. If we get him out for a 10 million on this one, when we brought him in for 5 million last season, I mean, that doubles the money on that, and I would be fine. We're going to get him some time in and out. I don't think he has a clause, does he? He does of 19 million. No fee release clause. So I'm going to put up to 19 million because that's his release clause. He's here for 4 years at this point, so I don't think he's going to be much of an issue. So those are a couple of players. Rodriguez has asked for a new contract. I told him at the end of the year he will eventually get that. Krzyzhenko, we're going to get him some playing time in this. Kuroga wants a promise as well. I'm not sure what Kuroga's promise was. We might be fulfilling it right now. Biggest thing. Yeah, I don't see it. So I must have either succeeded or something else. I'm not sure. But May is looking to be sold. He's kind of dropped that. We're doing good with Kim Ji-won, the South Korean, and then we're also going to get these guys some playing time as well. So we've kind of been rotating at this point with the games played with the selection. No one has, I mean, other than the guys that have been playing down at the under 21s, everyone has had a couple of starts at this point, and has been a good rotation to get players in and out to ensure that we're staying pretty healthy. That being said, Cannon has been an absolute monster. 8 goals in 10 appearances. He's been the guy pretty much putting the team on his back. Where that puts us in the league at this point is 7th. 7th with 17 points. Goal is 40. The highest goal logically, if we keep doing this, maybe it's just outside the European positions, but mid-table is probably more realistic for us. In the recruitment bit that we were looking for some guys, this is the wrong thing I was going to do. In the short list, we had a couple of guys actually go, and we were looking for them to possibly come through. Zaretti went to Stuttgart. He went over there, so he is not at PSG anymore. He went over to Stuttgart for 17.75 million. So this is not one that we could do. He's by Christmas, he's not going to want to leave. And then we kind of talked about Hoffenheim coming in with Lucia. So those 2 options are off the table if we go into the future. So we're going to have to find something else if we want to be better on the outside. Best thing though with the tactic is it's working. Zuniga is out here getting this accomplishment for the wingback. We're training him. He's looking really good. He doesn't have a release clause. I don't think, right? He does, of 28 million, and it's done in 2 years. We might have to give him a new contract to get that out. But for 28 million for a guy like Zuniga, I'm fine with maybe that getting paid, but I don't know right there. And Kuroga is just shy also of learning this. He's accomplished. And with him, he also has a minimum free release clause. I might actually go and make a play probably to keep him sooner rather than later. And I'm fine with some of the requirements these guys might need of maybe a couple million. Let's do this. Go to match. Everton and talk about heat maps, because heat maps are in the game now. Passing heat maps. Let's go. I'm excited. I love passing heat maps. Although it's just a version of passing heat maps. It's not the same one. Can get a little weird at times. You're looking at them. Here we are at home, and I am feeling good in our new stadium. When this expands, it's going to be great. I don't know how much more we can expand it after that, but my guess is we can expand at least one of these stands, maybe two of these stands. I'm loving this. Let's do this. Zeraldi plays it outside to Kuroga, not the cleanest pass. Playing it outside. Gonna move and be cut off. Good play by the Everton midfielder. Up to Jazz. Back to Almeida. Blaskowitz. One touch. Hernandez. What a shot from Jez. And Jan Katau is there to play it forward to Dibbling. And we are able to get back. So pass map here. I did change some of the instructions. We're down to shorter passing at this point. And then in here, we're playing a lower defensive line. Regroup when we use the ball, but triggering press. And that's kind of helped us a little bit on dealing with some of these attacking midfields. Cutting through like our three at the back and the other players. We had to wait for maybe a Everton player that had to go out because of an injury. Here's Shopov playing it. Blaskowitz is there. Zuniga, near side, plays it in the middle. Alameda back, plays it up. Diaz is there deep. It's a header, and that is a smart play by the keeper to come out. Sunday to force an inaccurate header by Jez, but that was a big one by Blaskowitz. I always want to call him, it's probably Blaskowitz. But I always think about, what's that game, Wolfenstein? I always think about that. Good game, by the way. Buchanan going up at the top of the box and misses it just wide. All right, let's encourage the boys. Jan Katau, far side, bring it up. Bring it up to Dibbling. Gonna play it back up again. Stab is missed, but Jez with a great push up. Blaskowitz up to Kuroga. Kuroga, far side, plays into Jez. Jez, a shot, and that is just over. I saw that maybe Kikanen was looking for that back post ball. It could have been actually headed in, but just missed. We are working a ball in the box, so I don't want to really do more than that. Jez near side corner, plays it up into a lot of traffic. Rodriguez steps up, shot, and that is over. We're just not on target with our shots, but we're playing well. This is a new screen as well. We're not playing bad. I just think we can improve here. Here's Kikanen taking that away. I don't think this is going to be a moment, will it? I'd like a kickoff highlight. Plays it up. Kikanen. Looks like we're going to get a kickoff highlight. Miller Rodriguez. Blaskowitz. Got too much under it. The side hit. You got to drive that ball. You got to drive that ball at the goal, my guy. Then he plays it out wide to Calafori. Plays it up to Cho. Hobbs in the middle, all the way to Shopov. And that is a good close in by Izialde. Cannon plays over to Rodriguez, back to Jez. Nice little dink over. Kuroga cuts it inside. Loses the ball, though. Plays it over the top. Shopov is there with the header, but Zuniga is the one with the ball. Izialde here. I like the pop-up. Jez puts it down. Across it, and Kikanen's there. It's off the keeper. It's off the keeper's leg. Maybe his knee. And that's going to be a goal for Kikanen. Let's go. I was thinking, like, what is our defender doing? Nice dink over the defense. Jez beats the pressure. I thought maybe we were losing the byline. It's off the defender, off the hand of the keeper to Kikanen and into the back of the nets. And we have ourselves a 1-0 lead over Everton. Let's go. So yeah, so the heat pass maps, I still don't really get some of the passing. Obviously, we see the blue lines and the green ones are good, the yellows are fine, but I don't know what the blue ones actually mean. The blue ones mean you're passing well, or does that mean you're passing bad? I don't know. It always used to be color coded in a way that was much easier to see. I don't know. But a couple of subs from Everton trying to get something going, probably up top. We'll look at their subs. Jez plays it up to Rodriguez. On the far side to Zuniga. Tap over to Blakovitz. Blakovitz looking for the byline cross. Not there. A little 1-2 touch there. You'll love to see it. Hiroga is gassed. Let's get in Durek on the left side. Ramsey on the right. Actually, Ramsey is not going to come in. Rodriguez is playing well, but I want to get in Regina. Get him some game time. Jez is playing well as well, but I want to get something else up here. Let's get Blaskovitz in here. Blaskovitz is playing well. Let's get in my shell in the back. We'll have Alameda come up as an attacking mid. We'll play like this for right now. All right, Everton trying to get on the board here. Jan Quatau playing it back to Entegana, I think that is. Back post, Shu. You're not stopping that. What a good header. Back post. I'm gonna demand more though. That, like, you aren't stopping that. That is beautiful state of play by Everton there. In a moment for us. Rafinha playing in the back. Izalde. Back over to Patterson. Up to Kim Ji-won. Cannon. Plays it out wide to Zuniga. Zuniga moving up. Gets around a defender. Looking for the cross. It's there. Back post. And Alameda misses that, but it's cleared out. And Howell is pushing it up. Drop off is there. We get back on defense. Dribbling through the midfield. I don't like it. Let's put in my shell up top. Rafinha will be a deep lying playmaker with this. Has some good passing, some good vision. Actually, Zuniga is staying out there. So my shell, Rafinha, Everaldo. Let's get him in the middle. And I'm thinking, yes, I know he's gonna get mad with this, but it kind of is what it is. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to figure it out. He's gonna get angry, but it's okay. There's an opportunity for Everton trying to tie it up. It's not wide. Dibbling misses that wide right. A little bit high too. 4 minutes of added time. And that has come and gone, and that is your ball game. So a 2-1 win over Everton here. And it's a cannon goal and then a great bit of play by the midfielders. And Shopov here had a 6.0, but who is it? 4-6 is what? It's Blaskovitz. But actually, the Patterson to Blaskovitz is actually working pretty well in this scheme. I like our ability to go up and play, but I do like the wing back buyback formation. I would play a 4-1-4-1, but we don't have anyone that can play a striker back to a defensive position and up again. So we're just playing like this. I feel pretty good with it. Although Jez could probably play that if we wanted him to. No, he couldn't because he plays in a wing more. All right, so the next game we are going to take on Aston Villa, and we're up. We're up at 4. Let's see how the XG tables look. We're actually playing really well. We should be at 8 though. Not 4. Most goals right now in the league is Micah Cannon. Let's go to the next game against Aston Villa, and we are going to have some fun. We have a lot of breaks in here because of some international football. So it's like these 2 games and another break. So yeah, there's that. All right, we have a couple of training injuries. Michelle got a training injury. for a sprained ankle ligament. So he is going to have to come out. We're going to put in Hernandez, and then Pegasus here also got one as well. This one is a cut leg, so he's going to be out. We're going to get in Tarnowski, I think. Actually, this is somebody complaining outside, but also in. Let's get in May, actually. Yeah, let's bring in May. Get him in the lineup on this one. It's Aston Villa, so this should be a fun little bout with us. Pretty equal teams, hopefully. But here we go. Rodriguez still lacking in the match sharpness because we don't have a lot of actual fixtures right now because of the international time. So we had about a week before we played this game, and I think there's 2 weeks after this that we're not really playing a game as well. So we have like 6 players that are going to be out on international duty. Here they're playing a, was it a 4-2-3-1 that I saw on this one? So pretty attacking. But here is Aston Villa controlling this in the back, up to Gray, all the way up to Nannert. Kuroga with a good tackle. Jez in the middle. Oskovitz outside to Kuroga. Jez. Gonna play here. Kikana makes a move. The flag is not up. The Aston Villa defenders are looking around clueless. And that is a great ball. A little bit of a high line by Aston Villa. And he is onside, maybe by a half a step. That's going to be a 7-minute goal for us. Jeez. Let's getting back on defense and dealing with these wingers now. And just playing with a lower line. I think we're able to actually handle a lot of this. That ball was intended for Jez. We're not going to win that in the air. Edson's going to bring it down. Echeverde. Echeverde shot, and it's over. Over and away. Moment is still going on. Vegas. Going to go with a big kick here in the middle. Cannon is going to be pushed down, and that's going to be a free kick towards us. Moment is still going. They got a really high line. Jesus. Rafinha plays it over to Ezealde. Plays it up to Alameda. Alameda plays it deep. Too deep, though. Kuroga is not that tall. Come on. He is not that tall. Moment is still going on. That header is not a great one. Cannon with a shot off the post. Blakovich can't get it, but Kuroga with the header does win it. Plays it all the way back to Rafinha. To Patterson. And that one could have been bad for Aston Villa. I think they got away with one. Keeper over to Gray near side. Plays it in the middle. Matson back to Gray. Moving it around. And that's a good closure to force him to pass it somewhere. A field switch all the way to Perez. Ekaviri in the middle. Making a run and a shot right-footed. And that is over. Keep praising the boys. We're playing a good game right now. Gray near side with the throw-in to Nayert. Nayert making a play in. Plays it top of the box. Ekaviri. Someone's looking for a shot there, and it's going to be a shot from deep by Madsen. He's going to miss it. I'm fine with them taking those deep shots there because it's forcing them to actually not be able to pass up in our box, which is where a lot of the shots have kind of went in for us at the top of the box. As long as we make them shoot the ball deeper, then we'll be fine. Oskovitz up to Cannon. He has to come back for that one. Zuniga plays it inside Alameda. Striker is back up top. Ezealde. Wide to Kuroga. Kuroga plays it over the top. Jez brings it down. Looking for the cross, and there it is. Blakovich. A shot there. It is a one-touch right foot, shot left foot. When people could actually do that in real life, and I was playing in the little bit that I could do in high school, when people could do that left foot, right foot portion, I was always jealous. We had a really good player who was actually an exchange student from Brazil. Really good player. And he could do things like that. And I was always like amazed by it because the man was so good. I don't know whatever happened to him. He's a good player. But yeah, I was being a keeper. You don't really need both feet, but being a keeper against a guy that can shoot with either feet, it's hard. It's hard. Makes you that much more of a dynamic player. All right, here we go again. Aston Villa, big kick here. Can we win it? No. Ekaveri. But we do close it down with Zuniga, so that's good. Cross is there. It is denied. Rodriguez does win the header, but not the next ball. Tell. Edson shot off the post. Ricochets in the air. Patterson with the header, and it keeps going. Going towards back post. That is headed away. Jez closes that down, and we are pressing the ball up. Zuniga didn't get a rest in that last game, so he's going to be the first one out. Let's actually make that play here. I think that actually is also an opportunity. No, it was just because I did that. To get Ramsey, longtime vet, over on the right side. Kuroga, a breather. Alameda looking. It was maybe there. Just couldn't fit it in. Patterson out to Ramsey. Alameda. Rodriguez. Jez with a good, strong kick there. Let's keep it going. Jez has his hands on his head, but there's no reason to be ashamed by that. That was a great hit. Okay, changes here. Alameda is going to come out. We're going to put in Hernandez in the back there, playing at the midfield. Next one. Kuroga is going to come out. Durick. Jez is going to come out, and we're going to put in... I think I'm going to fall back Rodriguez. Or should I put in Higgins there? Higgins can play there. Let's go like this. Let's put Higgins as the attacking mid. And for anyone else, Rodriguez is having a bit of an issue up top. Let's get in May. Channel 4 up top. I like our possession pretty well. Pretty balanced with us in Aston Villa. Once we get the 83rd or 84th minute, I'm going to close down on our time wasting. How much added time is added on here? 2 minutes of added time, and that has come and that has gone. And we'll take this win. A 2-0 win against Aston Villa. I mean, we'll take it. Cannon with a goal. Lakovitz with a goal. The momentum was great. The XG not the easiest, but still pretty good with that one. Boys are happy, and we are playing a good brand of football right now. We're third right now with the likes of Brighton, Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal. United is at 6th. What a run we're on right now. I know this won't last forever, but we can feel great about this because we've been unbeaten in our last 7. All right, Newcastle. It is time. Michelle is good. We're going to bring him up, and he is going to play in here. Hagedis is good as well. May's going to drop back down. Fitness is going to be probably a little bit of an issue this season because there's a lot of international football, which means some guys will be good. Some guys will not be good because of the international football. So we'll figure it out. But we're playing good. We're navigating it. But also remember, all the other teams will be affected as well. So maybe that's helping a little bit. I don't know. So they're playing a 4-2-3-1 in this match. I don't know why that actually matters in the grand scheme of things, unless they changed it. But I don't know. Carboni, Gordon, Livramento. I really like Livramento. Livramento is such a good player on Football Manager. It's a good Newcastle team, so it shows in the time of possession. The cannon does win it in the air, but Beraldo is there. Beraldo. It couldn't be our Beraldo that we had here, right? Gonzalo, Livramento. Livramento out wide, back to Gonzalo. Plays it over the top, and Bishkov wanted a shot there. And Woldemade gets absolutely stuffed by Rafinha. Far side, Bishkov with the corner. Plays it in, floats it back post, and Izalde is there to head it out of play. Moment still going on. Livramento with the throw in. Carboni back to him. Carboni again. Plays it all the way back to the defense. Trying to reset the state of play. Going inside, and that's going to be in there. Flag is going to be possibly up. They're going to take a look at this one. I think he's onside, though. And he is not onside. I am pleasantly surprised. VAR did not screw us. I think he got that wrong. I think VAR got that wrong. We got lucky. I think we got lucky. Livramento here playing it wide to Gonzalo. Looking at here, playing it back. There we go, Kakanen. I got close down. Look at Blaskovitz. Look at the man, the myth, the legend, off the post. Everything is good but the finish. Kuroga takes it back though. Everything is good but the finish. All right, Pacho. Newcastle trying to play it out of the back up to Bishkov in the middle. Gordon out wide. Cuts it back. Putting some pressure on their defense. Livramento out to Gila. That might be Gila actually. Carboni plays it through to Waltemende, and Nick Waltemende will put it in the back of the net. Should be a 1-1 game though. I'm sorry. The fact that he couldn't put that in, that doesn't take control of our, like, that doesn't show that we have an issue on the back line. It's just good players doing good things. Gonzalo plays it out. Livramento. Play it back and forth. There he is again. In the middle. Carboni. Livramento to Gonzalo. Moving at the ball around. Trying to have a good build up. And that is a good ball by Livramento. Just cannot be finished. Trying to tie this ball game up. Jez with a shot deflected. Patterson, just bring the ball down. You're killing me. I like the stab, but we don't take control of it. Gonzalo breaks it outside. What a shot and what a save by Vegas. That is with Kuroga all over him. I know it won't show up in the XG, but that is a good bit of defense. Without actually causing any cars or penalty kick or anything like that. Livramento. Let's get into the half there. Ronaldo has a card and it's just not up on the graph on the right side. Ball up. Bring it down. There we go, Alameda. Yes. Alde. Looking at a little bit of a trick pass. Alameda trying to get it through Bishkov, and that's not going to work. Plays it off. Carboni. Going to be a shot, and that's going to be wide left. I'm going to demand more now from the boys. We're going to start demanding it. I know we can play better here. Carboni. Plays it up to Waldemende. Livramento out wide. Plays it inside. One more time here. Bishkov plays it in again. A shot! And that's off the post. And that's just a good bit of ball. All right, it's time to go attacking. So I'm not sure what's going on with the replay goal portion. Sometimes this bug goes in. But Newcastle might put another goal up. It's looking like. Let's ricochet out. We don't win that. Plays it out wide. Dorgu playing it, looking for the byline cross. Not there. Cut down. Shot. And it's wide left. Just a full court press. See if we can overwhelm their defense and get something going, which it doesn't look like we're going to. So that will be it. We fall to Newcastle 2-0. Some teams were just not able to hang around with. That was a team that just absolutely demolished us across the board. Then we're going to have to figure out how to deal with four at the top using this formation or any other portion. But Hey, the good times couldn't keep on going. We drop our first game since going on a 7-game win streak, and well, at the end of the day, this just starts another 7-game win streak. So, is it a cope? Well, I guess we'll see next episode, and we'll be back in December, probably FA Cup wise. I don't know when the FA Cup is drawn. Right now, it should be in the middle of December. We'll be back for that. Get ready for January's transfer window. A lot of games in December. We are going to see where we are at the end of that, because I think this December is really going to show if we are a contender or a pretender. So that'll be one of the things. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Good episode. Still 2 good wins against top Premier League talent, or at least Premier League talent that's mid-table or above, in Aston Villa and Everton. And I like to see it. We've beaten Tottenham, we've beat Wolves, we've beat Chelsea this season. So things are looking up. And we've also beat Brighton, who is top of the table. We've had our fair share of bouts back and forth, just did not work out against Newcastle. So thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys next time. Later.